Hey guys, welcome back to the finale of No Straight Roads. Today, we're gonna go off and fight all of the bosses. Well, not all of them. We're gonna go fight some of them with harder difficulties. So it's a whole bunch of cool stuff that's gonna happen here. But first, I do want to go back through and show that we do have the third notebook as well. Because I forgot to show that. And then the hand mirror and magazine can't really do... Well, we can do the hand mirror, I think. But we're first going to go to the Club Planetarium. Oh. We're going to go to the Club Planetarium. So, we've heard a lot about this Joey guy. Let's meet him. He's a music elitist.
More like a bunch of misguided tunes. Back in my days, tunes were more refined, meaningful. Musicians nowadays can't even rise to challenge themselves. Huh? Think you can? Why don't you try this then?
Hard mode has been unlocked. So, after beating hard mode, you talk to him again for crazy mode. But let's just show what kind of nonsense going on here. We did really well with normal. Why don't we show parry mode as well as the Tokyo Machine remix? Here we go. I'm going to be skipping cutscenes because we've seen them already. As soon as it loads.
Billions upon billions of...
Screw it, we'll fight everyone.
What are you innocent people doing? We're not getting enough...
So in parry mode, everything becomes parryable. And you lose any other opportunities you would have gotten to hit them. There we go. So, part 2. So the song kind of still has the same beat to it. It's just this remix is a little more intense. We're gonna switch before we die. Ow. Don't know if we can actually parry those. There's also a harder mode of this, called Perfect Parry. It does exactly what it says on the tin. You have to do all of this perfectly. The window's so short. Yeah, it definitely makes DJ Sub more dangerous. To not have the same music. Because, geez. We really have him in this one for a long time. Too soon. Okay. So like I said in the last video, you might hear my fan going off. It is very hot today. It's not as bad as it has been, but it's definitely too hot to be having my computer and PlayStation running for a very long time. So I still want to record and have my series go up. So we're definitely doing that. We're starting.
Impossible.
I haven't said on like a stream or anything what my next series is, so should I make a big reveal about it or should I just post it? We'll talk about it a little bit here. Out, let me out of the laser. Stop anytime, laser, because I can't parry you. But as you can see, hitting the planets doesn't cause notes anymore. You're supposed to parry everything. Just gonna shift them. That's a good way of damaging. But yeah, we're actually going to be starting a new series next Thursday. Now, we're gonna heal him. And that series is gonna be running on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think. That game's kind of long. Like, this one took a month, Catherine's gonna take a long time, I said the name. So yeah, we're going to be starting Catherine, specifically, Catherine Full Body. That'll be starting on next Thursday, so a week from when this goes up. And we'll be starting another series with it. Just because I know Catherine's not going to be forever. So alongside Catherine, on Wednesdays and Fridays, we're going to be having a special little series that's way less serious, way more family friendly and fun. And it'll be great. I'll also be putting that in the description and changing, of course, the about page on my channel. So we still did really well for time. Damage was not it, though. Everything else, so I think we got an S still? Yeah, nice. DJ sub really isn't all that hard. Despite the damage I took. So there's perfect parrying mode, like I said. And that's not where you get the special item. To get the third collectible item for each artist, you have to beat them on crazy mode. So the hardest difficulty for that fight. So, boy. Now that we've done that, we also can come back here and get all of these now that we are done with the first little bit. Basically, as soon as the game tells you you can go back down to these places, you can come back and get these. As you can see, there's a few tourists. But we want to just head up. We're going to head to the Kirakura Stream Hub. Also, because Catherine is kind of a, we'll say lewd game. Not like super inappropriate. Its story is kind of dark and not safe for work at times. Just with the bits that I know, because Full Body adds a whole new section to the game. And more nonsense. But with what I know from the original, it's definitely not something you want to have a child sitting around with. So we're going to be putting that up a little bit later in the day. I'm thinking 5 p.m. Mountain. And then Utopia is going to be going up at 12:30 p.m. Mountain, like No Straight Roads was. Just to cover all our lovely bases here. So we're going to talk to Joey this time and get hard mode. We're going to get it for all of them.
You think let's see you try.
We're going to do hard mode. I didn't want to talk to you.
I suppose real musicians nowadays can't compare to fictional ones.
So we're going to do the Christmas remix! And I'm actually going to shut up for this one because, well, this one has a little bit of changed lyrics. They're not going to be on screen, but it's going to be fun. So, I just did a big dumb. I clicked stop recording instead of mute. So if it looks a little jank and the audio skipped a little bit just now, that would be it. So I'm gonna mute my microphone and then we're going to go into the fight.
Dreamy place.
Oh my! Welcome, friends! Are you here to receive the sweet honey bubbles of my angelic voice?
What? Sweet honey bubbles? No way! We're here to bring rock back to Vinyl City and... Wait, this is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm talking to this thing. She's not even real.
Shh, May, don't say the R word. It's a very taboo subject in this district.
The R word? You mean real? Look at her, Zook! She's not real!
But I am real! As real as your love for each other.
Wait, what?
Whoa, hold on!
I can see it in your eyes. Your hearts are pounding like the beating drums of the ocean. Bubba?
Bubba?
It means follow your heart, Zook.
But there are many factors to consider, so I...
Hey! We're here to fight, alright? Zook, snap out of it! And you're still not real. Let's talk more rock.
You're so mean. How could you not take me seriously? Look at me. Seems like I have no choice but to defeat you with the power of love, Sayuki.
Hey, how about you come down here and face us?
Why
I have decided that we are not skipping the cutscenes for this one, so the music can actually, like, fully play.
Ooh, she looks cute.
Try and catch me.
Hey, come back here. Let's get her, Zook. I want to pinch her cheeks.
Please take it seriously.
Oh. Oh.
Sing and dance with me, okay? 1, 2, 3.
One, two, three, cheese.
May,
What's happening to me?
Please hear my song. It's fantastic.
There's only one way to end this.
Okay, let's just get rid of this thing.
Green light!
What?
Yes, for being hard mode, you do end up getting the remaining song. And for crazy mode, you'll get the collectibles. So it's pretty useful to do. So let's go ahead and grab crazy mode. And Sayu's not the one we're doing crazy mode on. Last video I asked you to guess who might have it.
You think you... Let's see you try.
But no, Sayu's not it. Phone booth is right here. So we're going to move on to the Natura districts. And it's going to be interesting. So, we're going to grab hard mode and we're going to play hard mode. But, hi Jan and Daphne.
Indeed.
The good... Where are the... You think... Let's see you try. Struggling, eh?
We're not struggling, I haven't even tried. So, default will be the mix of bass, rock, and EDM, depending on what's going on in the map. Bass, in the case of Inu here, is going to be just like the piano bit and her EDM track. Rock is going to be the rock part that we've been playing. And then EDM, which we don't have unlocked right now, is going to be a remix of the bass line. However, I like the original song way too much, so we're going to do this. And no, Yunu's not the crazy one either. If you guess was Eve, the answer is yes. Eve is going to be the crazy one. It's going to be just fine. As much as I like the song, we have to skip it to speedrun this.
Schooled by a kid.
Whatever, we're so going to stop this noise right now. Let me show you. Stay away from my piano.
Leave this to me. Drum solo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen to this. It's nothing.
I thought he still had notes. We're just gonna click, clack, and hurry through here. That one tier 2. That one tier 2. Her harder modes are easier with 2 players because of the split parry modes. So we're just gonna sit here and wail on her.
Leave this to me.
Spend an influence does some cool things. See?
This is too easy. Enough! You are ruining!
Oh, because we can still move in this cutscene.
Oh, wait! Keep playing, you know?
I should teach you brats some lessons in music. But I have a master's degree in fine arts and music.
Nino gets simultaneously easier and harder the higher the difficulty is. Mostly because you get to come back with all the fun things that actually beat the heck out of her. Oh, I don't have energy. That's... we kind of just get to dodge for a little bit. There we go. Look at us go! Look at that health fly, boys! So yes, we are doing pretty well, I would say.
Take it! Take it! Mama! Mama?
Can I move doing this one? No. So good. Need the props to come up, please. You can parry those now. Ouch. Stop feeding her lies! They're full of bad trans fats.
Thumbsticks up!
Alright. So we took a lot of damage there.
There's only one way to end this.
Way ahead of you, Zook! Red light!
Green light.
She still hates us.
You got them! Now, live for Mama one last time!
I hate you all. I hate you all! I so hate you all!
Whoa! Triplets! She's going all out!
Massive damage! Massive damage!
So I believe we have yet to mention anything about Tatiana besides the fact that she is supposed to embody how an artist deals with breaking up with their group because of creative differences. And I'm bringing this up right now because, well, as cute as this scene is, we're skipping it. But yeah, Tatiana, or excuse me, Cool Fyra, broke up pretty hard because of creative differences. So, she went and made her own group where she has more control and order. Hence why she's so intensely infatuated with the idea of control. She didn't have much with hers, or with her previous group, which was, you know, good for the time, but it eventually got to her and got pretty toxic. So she made NSR, she didn't want to deal with rock ever again, and, well, here we are now.
The good as they. Where are the? You think? Let's see you try.
Alright, so crazy mode is available. We're not going to touch it. We're also not fighting Tatiana herself today. Mostly because I feel like I'm melting already. And, I kind of need to be alive. So, we're gonna only do these last two, and then that's it for the series. Maybe we'll do a stream of all the harder difficulties, make it a bit of a chat session. So, yeah, she didn't want to deal with
There's
that.
more to an art. What good is? Hey, show me.
And then we're also going to talk about Cliff now. Cliff happens to be what happens when a fan gets too close with a group. What I mean by that is, like, when a group puts, or a content creator puts out that kind of energy of, hey, you're my friend, or hey, you're my friend, let's all be friends. Some people take that a little too far and become infatuated with them, become creepy stalkers, feel like they know a person in and out when they really have no idea what's going on. And it can get pretty bad, especially when they find out what actually is happening. Like, with that person and that individual, and they realize they're not fitting anywhere into that narrative that they have in their head. So they sometimes get destructive, and sometimes they decide to blow up an entire city because of one person not wanting to play rock and roll. It's fine. So we're playing with the rock track in this one.
Your flying circus ends now, Ted.
And since we know what's going on with them, the game is now telling us to attack when shields are down.
Whoa, what was that?
What was that? That was their flying Build-A-Boy.
I'm telling you, these handsome robots are taking out their crib, and after that we can have a jacuzzi party with them and...
Okay, that flying factory has got to go.
You could even say that Mayday and Zoop now embody indie artists getting signed onto a label and realizing it's not at all what they need or want. Because of the ending with no straight roads there. Damn it. Die, please. Thank you. Because a lot of indie artists end up think, oh, I just need to make it to the big time. I need to be at the biggest parties with the biggest names behind me. And then they get what they want in the end and realize it's not their jam. Oh, damn it. Okay. So we get to see what happens when all 5 of them are here. They restore all their health to full, and then we start the cycle again. So we just need to not die. I probably should have saved the heal.
Oh no! He's no longer handsome and sexy and gentlemanly and
Good.
They turn and fire at us in hard mode. And now everyone's so scared of all the robots. Oh my god!
Alright, good work. I think we're done here.
Or not.
As long as the flag of freedom stands, I stand down. Stand down. Secure the prisoner. Stand down. No, resist. Stand down. Collateral damage. Stand down. Stand down. Securing the prisoner. Stand down. Resist. Stand down. Collateral damage.
So, as you can see, this fight is a lot harder now. We don't get as many opportunities to hit it. Nice. Center, there we go. Alright.
There's only one way to end
Goodbye,
this.
boy band.
I can do this, but okay. Red light.
So,
Green light.
with that, I kept trying to say stuff over, but I needed things. Eve is gonna be the hardest one, and I'm all here for it. Eve is my favorite one to fight, so I'm really glad to show you guys the two other difficulties to her. Abandon ship! Abandon ship! I didn't climb my way back from the border war to get this ball. Kinda did though. Like, you decided to fight two children. I don't know though. Anyway, the EDM track has been unlocked. And crazy mode as well. If we want. Nah. I think we're just gonna eat over to Eve and call it a day because. Jeez. Where is the phone booth? Here it is. For our final fight, it's final fight. It's gonna get pretty crazy up in here really quick. Like, you guys thought I had an okay time with Eve? Probably, maybe. I don't know your guys' opinions. Yikes. I actually have an easier time with her harder difficulties.
More like a bunch back in musicians.
You're saying the same
Why don't
thing.
you try this then?
We're just gonna listen to default for these. Because, oh boy, things get nutty.
Why, hello, Zook.
Why, hello, chair.
This
Who's getting some tasteful underboob.
is a mistake. She is fire. Fire and sea do not mix.
Hey, the name's Mayday.
Where'd you go? The water's right up here. So, I can talk a little bit more during Eve's fight now. Why I like to play it so much. It really takes this whole idea that we've had in the past few fights of work as a team and brings a whole new meaning to it. Because I know the few friends I have that actually play this game for themselves, they stick to one person unless that person's health is low. You notice I've done it too. Here, it really does force you to play as both people and understand how to fight as both. It is all about high hits. Zook is about, you know, big combo. And it makes you use your tool set in a completely different way. Come over here, she did. Like, now instead of worrying about a group heal, I have to worry about throwing in the different hits into Zook's combo to heal him. Or I have to worry about Mayday's gauge not filling as fast as I'd like. We're going to keep her from dying, because it's pretty much a death sentence to try and go for those boxes on the side. So Eve is not here. I thought she was going in. Like, it takes one of your tools away in order to test you. Also, someone brought this up to me that I don't think I mentioned. But if you've noticed with the Eve fight, the music's more intense when you're playing as Mayday. She's as vicious and evil and just full of spite. She's not over here. She was somewhere farther back. Whereas with Zook, at first it's super chill. But then it turns into she's now upset because Mayday, the fact that she can't have what Mayday has with Zook. So, Mayday's music is as hot and fiery as she's perceived to be.
You were nothing before you met me.
Zook
I handpicked you, molded you, sculpted you into the man you are today. You really think you can reach
is
this level
as
of
chill as he
brilliance
is.
all by yourself? Ha! I made
Cool and
you,
dreamy as
and
the
the greatest thing you ever accomplished in your life was to get me to notice you.
There's only one way to end this.
Let's show her.
I believe you actually have to save her too.
Green light.
So I definitely can't skip this. Well, you can't skip any of these anyway, but... Oh, someone else also asked for me to bring up, what happens if you start attacking instead of just running to it? Oh, nothing. The ending is always the same.
You. Everything is nothing. Why should I continue?
Me
to
parrying,
entertain
me
this
dashing at her, it's literally all the
so
same.
much to do, yet nowhere to go. I do not belong here. They are so beautiful.
See?
I will close my eyes now. Goodbye.
We get to do this all again! So for time we did really well, damage we did pretty poor, combo did pretty high, and parry we did very high. Or we did damage. So we got a lovely little B, and that's okay. Partly because she's the last boss anyway, technically, or not the last boss, but like she's one of the harder fights. Her and Tatianna just wreck house, and that's okay. But what about crazy mode, huh? How have we missed those two cells?
The latest hits More like a back in my musician. Huh? Why don't you try this?
Let's run through. I like her music and the dynamic changes, so we're gonna stick with standard. But EDM's pretty good too. Rock, I like all the rock songs in this game, honestly.
Why, hello, Zook.
Hello?
This pedestrian girl you chose is a mistake. She is fire. Fire and sea do not mix.
Hey, my name's Mayday, okay? Ow!
Where'd she go? There she is. Ow, my face! I hit her butt. So why do I keep fighting as Mayday and Old Man Mayday? Yeah, against Eve, even though her whole fight is fight as two people. Well, Mayday actually does the most damage, so I hope to hit. Nah. Where'd she go? She's not with Zook. She's not with Mayday. Don't get me wrong, Zook can do a lot of damage if I can get that burst off. So that requires that you get the burst off. So I, myself, have never actually figured out what triggers the reversal. I'm guessing it's the lasers and the eyes. As for actual knowledge of what the hell is going on here, the answer is I got none. Ellie's come over to help. Jesus Christ. So I died. Now, if I remember correctly, there's not much I can do about those lasers, because you can't parry them. I died. Yep. Well, you guys actually saw what it does. And unfortunately, I'm kind of out of time in terms of I really should not be sitting in my room much longer. Because my computer and my PlayStation together make my room really, really hot as it is. So, we'll come back to this another day. Another time, sometime in the future. For now, though, thank you all so much for watching. This entire series has been insane. And I will talk to you guys sometime soon for our next big adventure. Into... well... you'll see. See you guys then.